Still working on this graph. Here we need to answer absolute minimum. So that's here. There's a dot, and so absolute minimum, that's at 9, and the minimum value is -5. So the location is 9, the absolute minimum value is -5. Absolute maximum, this is local maximum. See, arrow is going forever, so there is none. For what x values the function is 0? That means where does the graph intersect x-axis? So here -7, -1, 2. So -7, -1, 2. For what values the function is positive? Fx bigger than 0 means the graph is above the x-axis. So here, look at this part, all the way to, because 0 means all the way to -7, then here to here, so this is -1 through 2, okay, then that's it. So we answer in open intervals. For what values the function is less than 0? Below x-axis. So in between here, because it's below, oh, there is no value here, so this is -5, so -7 to -5, then -5 is not there, -5 to -1, and look at this, here to all the way, not all the way, stops at 9, so 2 to 9, and 9 is, there's a circle, so 2 to 9, so there's a dot, so 9 is inclusive, 2 to 9. Okay, now determine graphically where each function is even or neither. Even means y-axis symmetry. Look at here, this is y-axis, so this side and this side, they are same, so this is odd, sorry, this is even, because this function has y-axis symmetry. And odd means origin symmetry, like this. Look at it, origin, right side going up, down, little bit further, up, down, little bit to the left, up, down. So this graph has origin symmetry, means odd. And this graph does not have y-axis symmetry and no origin symmetry, so neither even nor odd. Number 12, a rectangle has one corner, or is given, this rectangle. Okay, now it's asking express the area of this rectangle in terms of x. So area is length times width. What is length? From here to here, look at this, this is generic point x, y, that means this is x, that's the length, and this is y. So area is x times y. But we are supposed to write this area only in terms of x, so y should be replaced by x. And this y, this point lies on this curve where y is given by 16 minus x squared. So this is in fact x times y is 16 minus x squared. Now we need to distribute 16x minus x cube. That's it. So area is given by this formula for this rectangle. And determine algebraically whether each function is even or neither. So we plug in x equals -x. So here we replace x throughout by -x. That means 3 -x to the 4th plus absolute value -x. Let's simplify this. This is 3, -4 times negative, 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 negative. When we multiply an even number of times, it's positive. So x to the 4th. And absolute value of negative or positive number always the same. So absolute value of negative x is same as absolute value of x. Okay, but this is back to the original function, so this is same as original function. Replacing negative x for x does not change the function. We get the function back. That means the graph is symmetric with respect to y-axis. This means it's an even function. Replacing x by negative x changes nothing. We get the function back, means even function. Part B, let's do the same thing. Replace x by negative x. On the top, 7, negative 7 times x is negative x, all over negative x is square plus 13. Negative times negative positive 7x, all over negative x square is negative x square is just x square plus 13. So we got negative 7x, but this is now positive 7x. So positive 7 means we can think of a negative 7x. We can write in this way because negative positive, or we can think like this negative here and this minus here. So this is the original function. So we got negative of original function. So negative 7x over x square plus 13 is original function. Replacing x by negative x produced negative of original function. So if this happens, this is an odd function. So if we don't get the original function, or negative of, if we get the original function even, negative of original function odd, if we get none of these, then neither. So let's look at here. Replace x by negative x, we get negative x cubed plus 1. Negative cube means negative x cubed plus 1. Okay, negative is almost like this, so negative in the front, so we need to factor negative out just to match with the original function. It's not the original function, so but there is negative. This might be negative of original function. Let's try that. Negative outside x cubed, negative positive negative 1. So negative of this, but this is not the original function. So replacing x by negative x did not give us the original function, nor it gave negative of original function. So it's a neither. Let's do the same thing. Replace x by negative x. So on the bottom, negative x is square plus 1. On the top, negative cube root of negative x. On the bottom, negative means negative square means positive 1. Cube root of negative number, that will be negative. Okay, we can pull that outside. In fact, negative cube root of negative x. X we cannot take outside because we don't have x cube, but negative, this is negative 1. So cube root of negative number is negative 1 is negative 1. So cube root of this negative we can pull all the way outside, and just to match with the original function we can leave this negative there, and we have cube root of x. Okay, now what does this look like? Negative of original function. This is original function, we get that back. So negative of original function, so negative of fx. So that's odd. Okay, it's like part B. Now let's do the same thing here. Replace x by negative x. 4 times negative x is square plus 2 times negative x minus 3. Negative is square positive, so this is 4x is square. 2 times negative x, negative 2x minus 3. And this is not like this. And even if we factor negative out, we are not going to get this neither. Here replace x by negative x, that gives us 11 plus negative x is square, which is square root of 11. Negative square will be positive plus plus this one, which is the original function. So we got the original function back, that means even function.